Greetings, thanks for joining me here in my kitchen. I am going to share with you my amazing potato salad recipe. Last night, I boiled my potatoes. No, not yet. As soon as I get a boil, I will then put 25 minutes on my timer. These potatoes have to cook for a solid 25 minutes, to the point that when I think they're done, I'm gonna get a fork and stab the biggest potato. If that potato just slides right back off the fork into the water, that's when I know that they are done. You don't want your potatoes to be undercooked for potato salad. Forgot to tell you one last thing. As soon as this water is boiling, I am going to add a good dash of salt. And then I boiled my eggs, chopped those up, chopped up my potatoes, and then I stirred it all together with my distilled white vinegar. I just covered it in plastic wrap, stuck it in the fridge. 5 pounds of potatoes, 16 hard-boiled eggs. So let's finish making my amazing potato salad. I'm gonna start with chopping 6 large celery stalks. I've chopped up all my celery, it's going in. Oh, and I forgot to mention, last night it was 7 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar that I mixed in with the eggs and the potatoes. Next, I'm gonna start working on the onion. I put a lot of onion in my potato salad. If you're not a fan of onion, I should have mentioned at the very beginning, this is not the recipe for you. I love onion. I am ready to chop onion. First, you need half of a white or brown onion, whatever you prefer. Okay, you can see how I finally chopped up my white onion. I'm going to add that. Not a single tear, no burning in the eyes. First round of onion is in. Next up is red onion. So I recommend a quarter of a red onion. Put in a quarter. Once you do your taste test, you can decide, oh, maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna chop this up really fine. Tiny little pieces of red onion is what you're going for. It's really important that you chop that up finely because this onion is so strong. Whew, my left eye is starting to water. Okay, red onion's going in. You see how finely that's chopped? Whew, my eyes are running, burning, the nose is starting to run. I'm not kidding, that red onion is it's brutal. Now I'm gonna work on my green onion, and I usually do 12 of these green onions. So that would be 12 of these. For some reason at the grocery store, I just grabbed 1 bundle, which is 6. I normally get 2. That's okay. If you make that mistake and you end up with less of one kind of onion, you can just add in a little bit more. So once I do my taste test, I might end up putting in a little bit more red onion or a little bit more of the white onion to compensate. Because I love onion in my potato salad. Finely chopped green onion going in. We have onion. Next up, 2 cans of large black olives. Yes, I know I still have my onion goggles on. It's because my eyes are still watering because the onion vapors are still here in the kitchen. Okay, my large olives are all chopped in half. I'm going to put those in. Oh, and here's a time-saving tip. If you don't have time to chop large olives, just buy 2 cans of small olives and put them in whole. I keep cans of large olives in my pantry at all times, so I just always have those in stock. This bowl is getting full. Be interesting when I go to stir it all up. All right, so now I'm done with my chopping block. I'm done with my chopping knife. Now we're moving on to the measuring spoons, the measuring cup, and our big spoon. We're going to be adding in mayonnaise, plain old yellow mustard. You can use seasoned mustard if you prefer. I'd like plain old yellow mustard for everything. And lots of seasoning is going in. 1 cup of mayonnaise. I always get the organic mayonnaise from Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, whatever, organic mayonnaise. It doesn't even have to be organic, that's just my preference. I always start with 1 cup, mix it all up, and then decide if I need to add a little bit more mayo. I don't like my potato salad to be too goopy. Some people like their potato salad to have a much thicker mayonnaise presence. I don't. Next is yellow mustard. I shake my mustard first because it seems to separate in the refrigerator every time. A level tablespoon. 2nd level tablespoon going in. Washed my tablespoon, so it's ready for my seasoning. We're gonna start with turmeric, one of my favorite seasonings. Ground turmeric, 1 teaspoon going in, almost a level teaspoon. Celery seed, my 2nd seasoning. celery seed cannot be skipped. This is a must, just like the turmeric. Basically, all the seasonings are a must. Did I mention that yet? Don't skimp on the seasoning. 1 tablespoon. Okay, there you can see it's about 1 level tablespoon. Next is dill weed, 1 tablespoon going in. There you can see it's about 1 level tablespoon. Next is paprika, 1 teaspoon. Okay, there you can see it adds up to about 1 level teaspoon. Those are the key herbs. Those are the key seasonings to my amazing potato salad. But don't forget, we're also going to add salt and pepper to taste. So first I'm gonna mix all of this up very carefully. So as you can see, I very carefully stirred up all of my ingredients. I didn't lose a single piece outside the bowl. I had to go very slowly and carefully. It's mixed really well. So I took my first spoonful taste test, and I definitely need more onion. That second half of my white onion, I just finely chopped that. I'm gonna add that in. And now that I've added all my amazing seasonings, I just need to do sea salt and pepper. So my rainbow peppercorns, plain old black pepper is fine. And then some freshly ground sea salt, of course. I'm very carefully going to mix that up now. Time for another taste test. That's amazing. I definitely needed that second half of the white onion since I only had half of the green onion that I usually use. But it's really important to let it sit before you eat it. I mean, trust me, that spoonful that I just ate, it didn't taste bad, but it will taste better once it has sat in the fridge and all of these flavors have marinated together. If you're able to make this potato salad a day before you want to eat it, maybe the day before you're going to a barbecue, that's great. Just leave it in the fridge overnight. But if you don't have the time, like I didn't have the time to make this yesterday, all I had the time to do last night was cooking the potatoes and the eggs, chopping them up, and adding the distilled white vinegar. If you can at least do that step 1 day in advance, I recommend it. And then trust me, after this sits in the refrigerator for a few hours, it is ready to go. So there you have the most amazing potato salad ever. That's it. I hope you love my potato salad. Good luck. As always, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye.